Women's World Cup in Azerbaijan. The latest to show solidarity with the female team is the country's school children, whom through the Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education presented a sum of $30,532 as their contribution towards the preparations of the team. The contribution, which the minister describes as a small token, will assist the team in their preparations for the global event.
The significance of this contribution is the fact that it's coming from the children of these schools in the country. And I think it should be an inspiration for everyone in this country to undertake to support the female team. In this country, census has it that we are 1.7 million. Even if 1 million of the people in this population contribute $5 each, how much money will that be? That's a lot of money that could have helped the team prepare properly, go to Azerbaijan, and do well, and come back with the trophy.
In order for the girls to perform well, it will require both moral and financial assistance from every Gambian, and this step taken by school children is rather a significant one.
Coming in this office to be presented from the young kids from all over the country, I think is a blessing. And it's an example that, the whole entire nation should embark on it. I think this is a very good initiative and it's a very good example. So the people have to at least follow up.
Upon receiving the cash, the Youth and Sport Minister called on the general public to emulate the school children while describing the contribution as worthwhile.
The amount is not very significant. What is symbolic is the effort and the gesture that has been put into this, and more so coming from young boys and girls from the schools. So through her, I want to, on behalf of the Ministry of Youth and Sport, thank her first, and also through her, all those young children who have forgone, as Mr. Seka said, their little lunches for a day. Their dollars is to put together this $30,000 is 532. We really appreciate it, and as everybody have said, if young boys and girls can do this, why can't anybody else do? So we are appealing to the general public, the institutions.
With the World Junior Championship starting on the 22nd of this month, Gambians continues to show solidarity with the Darling Scorpions, who are currently the pride of Gambian football and ready to make the country proud at the international stage. For Grts Sports, this is Fatou Jassi. Still on raising funds for the World Cup born under-17 team, the female civil servants beat the female artists and presenters by 3-0 in a friendly match played at the Independence Stadium. The match was organized by the Road to Azerbaijan campaign team to raise funds for the baby scorpions.
A second half brace from Mama Sedi and a goal from Yamunda Ojeng in the first half secured the female civil servants a comfortable 3-0 win over the female artists and presenters. The fundraising football match was organized by the Road to Azerbaijan Fundraising Committee to tap funds for the Darling female under-17 Scorpions, who are preparing for their debut appearance in the FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup, starting on the 22nd of this month in Azerbaijan. Following the hype surrounding the build-up to the game, the two teams defied the torrential downpour and took to the pitch under the rains at the Independence Stadium to kick the ball and raise funds for their sisters who are about to defend the red, white, blue, white, and green colors of the Gambia at the international stage. After the kickoff by Fatoumata Jah, the president of the Women's Federation, Central Referee Mariatu Jobate, got proceedings underway. The female artists and presenters combined together got off to a promising start, dominating possession in the opening minutes. But it was the female civil servants team who first scored, with the goal coming against the run of play, quarter way into the game. A quick counter-attacking football found Yamunda Ojeng on her own, and she dashed straight into the box and fired in a left-footed drive into the bottom corner of the net. Having tried and failed to equalize before the halftime, The singers showed what they are good at during the interval. Two further strikes in the second half wrapped up the victory, with both goals coming from the right boot of Mama Sidi. First, she brilliantly rounded the goalkeeper and calmly placing the ball into an empty net. Moments later, she beats the offside trap to make it 3-0. After the game, Sambu Suso praised the two teams for playing a very entertaining match, but queried about the selection of the civil servants team. The Deputy Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Finance, who started the game but lasted a little over 10 minutes, was equally impressed, but was quick to defend the selection of her team.
If the ministers were here, like Fatou Lamin Faye, Fatih Baji, we would have given them 12-0. I assure you of that. We had to beg some of them not to put on their jerseys. But you saw the Deputy Speaker, she was here, and Honorable Hadinjai also participated. So I think that is just to show you what we have. Parfai did mention that if time permits, we'll play again, and I assure you, they'll be there. But the ministers were well prepared for the game. I think just seeing us younger ones, us more junior ones play, shows you that government has what it takes to beat any team.
But what's more important was the purpose of the game.
The objective has been achieved because one, we organize the match to mobilize resources, and two, we organize it as a show of solidarity, so the girls will feel that at least they have people behind them, and especially us women.
The main purpose was to raise funds. We've raised some funds, and also brought all of us together, speaking in one voice to raise funds for the female under 17 who were also here. So we are really happy. This is one of the several fundraising events we'll be organizing. So, but this one has gone very good so far.
Madam Fatoumata Jah, the president of the Gambia Women's Federation, and Mrs. Elizabeth Rena, a former speaker of the National Assembly, both called on the general public to support the baby scorpions in their quest for glory. At the end, there was no winner or loser. The only winner here, perhaps, is the under-17 team, on whom the proceeds of this game will be spent on to prepare them for the showdown with North Korea, the United States of America, and France at the World Junior Championship. Mohamed S. Jallo, GRT Sports.
The Minister of Youth and Sports has advised campers at the first summer camp organized by his ministry to continue practicing the good values they were taught during the camp. Aliuke Jame was speaking at the end of a 10-day summer camp attended by 125 children from all over the country.
After 10 days of happily staying together, it was time for these young campers to finally say goodbye to each other.
Now is the time for us to say goodbye. We will be leaving far across the way. Slowly are separating till we meet again. You can remember us. You can remember us. Now is the time for us to say goodbye. We will be leaving far across the way. Slowly are separating till we meet again. You can remember us. Now is the time for us to say goodbye. You will be leaving far across the way. So we are separating till we meet again. You can remember us.
An emotional farewell bringing down the curtains of the first summer camp organized by the Ministry of Youth and Sports. This Youth and Sports Summer Camp, attended by 125 children from all regions of the country, is a giant step taken by the Ministry of Youth and Sports to reach out to the grassroots and nurture raw talents into productive citizens. During the past 10 days, these young campers received intensive coaching on basic skills in football, basketball, handball, and other sporting disciplines. They were also trained on key issues fundamental to their development, such as leadership skills, child rights, health and environmental issues, plus good morals. For most of the young campers, this is the first time attending such a camp, and what an amazing experience it was for them.
There has never been a better time to engage an entire generation to participate in sport. It improved our health, it helped us to learn, and it helped us to unite. I would like to thank the ministry for their outstanding work and making this event possible.
The Minister of Youth and Sports, who presided over both the opening and closing ceremonies of the camp, advised the young boys and girls who are returning to their different regions and schools to continue practice